Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today, we are diving back into Pokemon Unite. I actually haven't played this game a whole lot since it first came out. I played it a little bit when it came out, made a couple of videos on it. You guys may or may not recall those videos, and I really liked it, and then I kind of fell off it, and I'll try to explain why in just a little bit, but I ended up getting back into it recently, and there's a reason for that, and especially this video and gameplay in particular is special and unique because I'm actually playing with my two young daughters who are actually playing on their kind of like cheap Amazon tablets that they have that you know, they usually play kind of like those, you know, kid games and whatnot. They're not really great tablets, so I was intrigued, I was curious rather, if they'd be able to run Pokemon Unite, and they've always been pretty big fans of Pokemon in general. They were, I don't even remember the first time they were introduced to Pokemon. They've always seen kind of my like Pokemon plushes that I have and my figurines and whatnot ever since they were babies, obviously. And then of course at some point they were introduced to the animes, the TV shows and the movies, and they loved those as well, and they just, you know, they've always had an especially kind of particular love for Pikachu, of course. I mean, who doesn't love Pikachu, right? It's Pikachu, right? It's, come on, you gotta love Pikachu. And then they just started loving, you know, the world of Pokemon. Recently I gave them their first kind of Pokemon cards. You know, I sleeved them and whatnot, and I figured they'll probably get bent, but you know, whatever. It's their first Pokemon cards, so I'm like, it's cool. Then my son actually gave them some more as well to kind of build their collection, because he's been into Pokemon for quite some time as well, and it's just really cool now to see that you know, my two youngest daughters as well are getting into the kind of whole world of Pokemon. Especially, here's the thing, I'm a 90s kid, right? I grew up with the original 151, right? When Pokemon was invented is when I got into it, right? So that's really cool. Now, obviously, I missed some generations along the way, but essentially, when I was first introduced to it, it was at the very beginning of it all, which is really cool. Which still bums me out that I don't have my original base set Pokemon cards. That really, to this day, really bums me out, man, because I had a stack. Don't remember which ones I had, but you know, that would have been cool to hang on to that long. Point being, though, I've always loved Pokemon, right? Like I said, I had a little bit of a hiatus for a few years, and then I came back to it. I think it was like Sun and Moon, actually. So I kind of missed a few generations in between there. But the point being is that, of course, you know, being a longtime Pokemon fan, it's really cool to see like all my kids into it now. And so because they've always really liked Pokemon, I thought, hey, let's see if we can download it on their tablets. And I started off with my oldest daughter, who's going to be turning 6 soon, and she was into it right off the top. She loved the game. It was running on the tablet. It was, like I said, it's not a great tablet, so it's running at like a kind of a chunky, or not a chunky, but a chugging kind of 30 FPS, where it's kind of dipping to like 25 at points. But hey, I don't think they know the difference, and they're having a blast with it regardless. So started off with her, and I ended up playing it a bunch with her. She kept asking me to play it with her, so of course, you know, I jumped into some games with her, and I ended up, you know, really enjoying my time back into the Pokemon Unite world, I guess, if you will. And then at some point down the line, you know, maybe a few days later, I ended up downloading it on my other daughter's tablet as well. She's a little bit younger, so that's why I didn't download it on hers at first. I was kind of iffy. Then I thought, you know what, she kind of picks up on things really quickly. She's very smart for her age. You know, you'd think that you know, she might have more of a difficult grasp with these things, but surprisingly not for her age. So I thought, you know what, let's get them both playing it, and then I can play with both of them and see how that goes. And that's where this video kind of birthed from. And this video turned into, like, I thought, hey, let me kind of document this. Let me capture this. Now, it is worth noting this commentary is overdubbed. It's not live. I recorded this gameplay actually a couple days prior to commentating it. But I wanted to document it because I thought this was kind of a special and unique kind of video. Because here you have a 90s kid, an original 151 Pokemon fan, and then getting another generation, you know, my kids into the world of Pokemon. Right now, I've done videos, obviously, in the past with my son on Pokemon. We've opened up Pokemon TCG on the channel when he was younger. And I thought, you know, this would be cool to kind of document with them. Now, obviously, there's no face cam and stuff like that. I'm a little bit more careful of them being daughters, you know, with, you know, the internet and whatnot. But I thought, this is gameplay. Let's jump in. Let's see what, you know, what we can get done, right? And again, keep in mind, they're very young. But I thought I was doing pretty decent myself in this particular game, so I thought, you know, at least it's not going to be entirely boring to watch because, well, maybe it still is because I'm not that great, but I think I'm holding down my own pretty well in this gameplay, until some parts I'm getting kind of overrun. I'm getting like 4v1'd and stuff at some points, but besides that, when I'm not getting 4v1'd, I'm doing pretty decent, I think, you know. Smoking Cinderace right there, trying to get away from Dragonite, all that good stuff. This didn't work out for me. I was trying to use the pad, and I was like, well, nope, that's a rip. And then 2 people came in, and I got 3v1. So, you know how that ended. It would have been bad enough as a 1v1. They felt like they had to 3v1 me. I was like, all right, okay, fine. It's all good. It's okay. But the point being is that I had a lot of fun. It was here's the thing. I'm a very, very competitive player, so I do get a little bit frustrated when things are not going so well in a game, especially a multiplayer game. Because I love to win at the end of the day. But even if I don't win, here's the thing. Even if I don't win, I love to at least try to make sure that, you know, at least me and my team have a fighting chance, right? And when it feels like my team is getting annihilated, which is fine, I completely understand, of course, you know, I'm playing with 2 of my youngest daughters, but the thing is, it's a 5v5, right? So you have 2 random people in here as well. And unfortunately for me, right, instead of having 2 people to kind of counteract the fact that I was playing with my 2 youngest daughters, who, like I said, they're still getting the ins and outs of gaming, right? I've just recently kind of, for the past few months, been, you know, playing a little bit of you know, Mario on Switch with them and whatnot, Super Mario 3D World specifically, and they're still trying to get, you know, the kind of whole hang of it. And then especially with the multiplayer aspect, right? That's a whole other beast in and of itself, trying to get them into that, and the fact that this game is still relatively new to them on top of that. So even if, you know, even if they were kind of, you know, experienced and seasoned, you know, gamers, if you will, it'd probably still take a little bit of getting used to the dynamics of this game. And like I said, it's still kind of fresh. So all those things taken into consideration, of course, you know, I didn't expect them to, you know, pull off some crazy stuff, but I was hoping that at least the other 2 teammates would be decent. And unfortunately for me, they were not. So you'll see at the end of this scoreboard, I was the only one kind of really holding it down. The other 2, not the greatest, not the greatest, unfortunately. So there's a few moments here at the end of the gameplay. You've just seen that I got like, what was it, like 4v1 or something. It was unfortunate, but the point being is, what was really cool too about this is also introducing them to some new Pokemon, and they get to see the Pokemon's abilities, you know, kind of in real time as well, because it's, you know, obviously you're seeing Pokemon attack each other and whatnot. So, you know, for example, Charizard, right? My older daughter, she's become a pretty big fan of Charizard as well. She loves Charizard. She calls him the Fire Dragon, and she loves him, right? And then there's, of course, as well, there's Alolan Ninetales, right? They love Ninetales. They love Jigglypuff. You know, there's certain ones, you know, they're gonna love more. They love cats, so they of course love Eevee and Sylveon as well, which are great choices. I mean, I myself am a huge fan of the whole evolutions, even though Eevee is not really a cat, it's more like a dog. But Sylveon kind of looks like a cat, I guess, right? But either way, they love dogs and cats. The point being, they love animals, right? So it's just really cool for them to kind of learn about all these new different kind of Pokemon and their abilities, and kind of actually get hands-on with them, you know, getting to play as the Pokemon in a game. This game is cool even for anybody, right? This game is super cool for me, as, like I said, a long-term Pokemon fan, and it's really cool for even like a new generation of Pokemon fans. And I think that's kind of the special thing about this video that I wanted to kind of showcase and document is you have, again, you have an original 151 fan kind of introducing Pokemon to a new generation, to their kids, and seeing that kind of dynamic between the two. It's cool, man. For me, it's really, really cool. I love it. I don't know, like I said, I know there's a lot of people that are probably obviously not even parents. There's probably a lot of people watching that are kids themselves, right? But the fact of the matter is no matter what age you are, you know, at some point, one day, whatever games you're enjoying right now, you're probably going to want to introduce, you know, your own kids, if you have kids one day, to that generation. And to see that come full circle in real time for me is just really, really cool. And even though we didn't do the greatest, I had an absolute blast playing with them. I had to kind of tame my competitive side a little bit because, like I said, you know, I get pretty frustrated when I get smoked in the game. But obviously, playing with my daughters, I got to just be like, you know what, it's expected, right? So I just got to embrace it for what it is. Have fun with them in the game, see how they're just having an absolute blast, and that kind of, you know, that that tames my competitive side of it, and that kind of makes me focus a little bit more on just the, like I said, the special aspect of being able to play with them and seeing them have a blast with this game, seeing them enjoying the world of Pokemon, learning more about the world of Pokemon, and that's just it's just really cool to me. It's just really, really cool. So anyways, that's why I wanted to make this video. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys are still playing Pokemon Unite or not, and if you want to see more videos or not. I might stream it over on Twitch as well sometimes, to check that out. As you can see, we didn't do great. I tried to hold my own. I think I did pretty good. You guys can let me know. Stay safe, stay well, subscribe for more, and until the next one, game on.